How is everyone doing? Guys, I have a little update for you. I will make this as brief as possible, but we are updating just on the Fargo storage. We have a building up. I believe most of the tin is in the inside. I've seen pictures from the Procore software that we use to just kind of update our construction side. So yeah, it's moving along quickly. We're right on schedule with where we need to be. I believe garage doors and power and everything starts going in next week. So we should have a building up and running. We think March 1st it will be able to lease units. So we're pushing to keep that track. It's actually looking like it's going to be a warm up in North Dakota. We went from negatives to now 30 above, which is like incredible for this time of the year. So we're very fortunate for that where we live up here. I'm actually going down to Arizona the next 2 weeks, and I'm going to be finding a parcel for another luxury storage facility down there. And a lot of you have reached out and been like, how do we partner on a deal? And how do we get into a deal? Maybe this would work in your market. You can definitely reply back to this message being a partner, but understand that there's a lot of people that do this. And I know I've said this before. Make sure that you actually invest into one of our deals. We're not going to give you a whole lot of time. We know this product would work in a lot of markets, and we want to partner with you on a deal in a great market. But what we're not going to do is give you a lot of time unless you're invested into one of our deals, like you believe in the model too. So I know we're actually starting to pre-lease some units as well from Fargo. We have some ads running. The construction is moving along nicely. So we are hoping that a pre-lease, that we can lease these things up quickly. Obviously even during construction. So if we can start phasing this and filling units as we keep getting units built, we'll feel feel pretty good at where we're sitting. So, but again, if you guys want to invest in I'm not going to reiterate, everyone's going to wait to the last moment, right? We're about a third full on this thing already. So we have about 600,000 of the 2 million that we want to raise, and just over. And anyway, if you want to get into this is a time to do it, because I guarantee you when spring comes up and they start talking about interest rate cuts, a lot of assets going to spike. I literally seen something on Forbes, literally this morning, that said, hey, they thought everyone was going to be a flat year for real estate in 2024. Now they're talking about anywhere from a 4 to 7% gain on appreciation value. And that's probably because now they're talking about rate cuts. They are. Things are cooling off. There's a lot of pressure for the feds they're either going to halt this economy or something's going to break. And I believe they're in a good scenario where jobs are continuing to soften. I think we're seeing that. If the jobs continue to soften, you will see interest rate cuts go on behind that. Remember, you can look in any time in history. You can Google this and look on the charts. In the last 100 years, every time they've climbed interest rates 25% of the time, back in the 80s when they were 19% interest rates, anytime they started dropping interest rates, they didn't do it at a quarter every time. They don't go to a meeting. No, they go into the meetings and they, when usually something's close to breaking, they drop it 2-3%. They don't just drop it 25 or 50 basis points here and there. Remember, we're at the peak interest rates we are at right now. Things are tight. Things are tightening out there. A lot of the market is tight. Developers feel it because we're not building as much as we used to. Housing's getting tight because now we're talking about a 4 to 7% increase on upside on housing, making things even more unaffordable. What's that going to continue to do? It's going to keep driving up rents, because remember, it's the most affordable time in the last 100 years to ever buy anything. And with how low the spread difference between rental rates is, that's going to just continue putting pressure on storage. It's going to put pressure on multifamily, on keeping things are going to keep climbing, unfortunately. And as house valuations keep going up, rents are going to just keep going up. So macroeconomically, you have to understand that when they start cutting rates, they cut rates by 2% when we're at this very restrictive rate of 5.25% that we're sitting at now. So just to understand that, you can look at the history. Anytime they tick them up, they hold them, and they drop. You know what I mean? Because something's about to break. And then it loosens up the markets. You're going to see that sometime in 2024. I don't know when it is, but I know by the light is at the end of the tunnel in 2024. Everything seems tight right now. It is tight. It's harder to get things to go, but it's a lot of opportunity for guys like me that are shaking out deals at these rates. Because if I can get deals at these rates and work with landowners to get some of these self-storage facilities up and ready, hey, guess what? You know, we're going to be in a very good position when times do get better. And I don't really care, to be honest, with storage. Like, I don't care if interest rates drop at all. I just know that in the storage game, storage, and I guess you can Google this, historically has always done the best in bad times. The 2008 financial crisis, storage did the best. In good times, storage did phenomenal. So it's like, what do how do you guys know me, like I am investing in the boringest stuff. I call it luxury storage, but it's at the end of the day, it's self-storage. It's just bigger self-storage. So, but if you, yeah, like I said, if you're willing to partner, click the link, like hit soft commitment, whether it's 50 grand, 100 grand, remember it's a $50,000 minimum. You do not need to be accredited, but you do need to have a relationship with us. And if you know somebody that this might be a good deal for them to invest in, this is a great way to diversify into real assets. And remember, with self-storage, you get a lot of depreciation. And when you can depreciate an asset that's appreciating a lot, it sure is a good feeling. I know combines, I know pickup trucks, I know construction equipment, I know lots of things that you can buy to get write-offs that go down in value. And if you want to change that concept, if you want to diversify out of maybe it's just land investments, and maybe you want to actually dip your toes into real estate, this is a great place to do diversification through that. And if you have a 401k and it's been just sitting on the sideline, maybe you don't work for that employer anymore, put it in a self-directed. Literally in 10 days, Horizon Trust can go and help you place that money into an area where you can deploy it into, say, this real estate investment or any other outside investment. It's called a self-directed IRA. And there's trillions of dollars that actually sit in people's 401ks, and they just leave it in the stock market earning 4 to 6%, which typically doesn't even hold up to inflation. Now, when Horizon Trust literally has billions of dollars sitting in there, getting self-directed to areas where they can direct the funds wherever they want it to go, getting real estate investments where they can gain depreciation and different things. And so I want you guys to understand that, like, this is a way to diversify. I'm going to be coming up with more deals in the future, but understand that this storage deal is in a great market. It's in a growing market of Fargo, South Fargo specifically, where it's very expensive to build. It's in a growing market that is going to continue to flourish. This area is almost fully built out that we're doing it in. We're one of the later developments in here. And you know what? I want you to own something in the Midwest because the Midwest is very stable. I own something in Grand Forks that's very stable. I believe when I go to Arizona and I'll bring you guys a deal, I want you to look at those deals and be like, hey, these are great markets, lots of upside, but those markets move quite a bit faster than we're used to in the Midwest. And we're very conservative in the Midwest, so we like stability. So even if you think I'm going to wait for an Arizona deal or a Sunbelt market or something, don't realize that the grass is always greener down there. Invest in the Midwest. There's a lot of people from California, Arizona sending money up here to invest in our markets. So, because they want that stability. So that's a good reason to have both of them. And that's what I'm doing in my portfolio in the next 5 years, and as we continue to expand the luxury storage model. So, guys, a lot of message here, but please click the link below, put in a soft commitment. That is not a guarantee that you need to invest in it. It just shows us the amount, and we'll get on a call, talk about this, that it makes sense for you and that you want to do it. But if you can put in the soft commitment amount, that helps us understand that you're serious. And maybe you want to become a partner one day. We'll have a partnership program probably coming out. And we're super excited about these deals, and there's a lot of people that are, and I appreciate you. But understand it's hard to filter through if we don't know you're going to take it serious either. So appreciate you all. Hopefully Austin's treating you guys as well as he can. I know he's getting through a lot of phone calls, but if anything, reach out, just say, hey, need more information on Fargo storage. or maybe you need more information on this partnership program, reach out to us and we'll get on a call and talk about that face to face. So, hey guys, I appreciate you all. Thanks for sticking with me, and I appreciate your interest in investing in storage, and obviously I'm super excited about it. I'm super excited where 2024 is going, and I hope you guys are too. The doom and gloom, I get there's still a cloud above, but understand this is when money is mostly made in equity and in real estate investments. So I appreciate you all. Have a good weekend. We'll see you on the next one.